going on.
Yeah.
And everything's kind of reverse. So now you got nose down.
Yeah, most of the time I'm thinking like, well, how, when you stall it and then you go back into full power, how are we at 55? It's confusing, but I think I understand it.
Alright, now we're coming up to our 2,600, so I want you to slowly start reducing that power out. Remember, as you reduce that power back, that nose is going to want to start descending, which then airspeed starts building up.
Yeah.
So we're still climbing, keep reducing. Give me a right-hand turn.
All rudder.
All rudder, yep, a little bit all opposite. And just make it slow. So now we're getting slow, so now nose it down. Nose down. Yep, and just take it easy. Nose down, push forward. Airspeed. Push forward. Push forward.
Trying to maintain that altitude.
Maintain the altitude. Push forward on the yoke. Yeah, and you can jerk the yoke back and forth a little bit just to kind of wobble it on in there. Looking great. There you go. Goes down. Just, there you go. Ease it back in. There. Looking great. Now descend me down to 2,400.
Oh, hold on. I see you gave me a trick question here.
I didn't give you a trick question.
Well, like, you want me to remain 55, so just reduce the power to...
Correct. I want you to hold 55, but I want you to get down to 2,400.
I see what you mean. When you said descend, I'm like, alright, nose down.
Which is typically what you
want to do, yeah.
Kind of in your mind, what you want to do, but I just want you to... We're trying to slow that aircraft. Yeah, a right-hand turn as well. Airspeed. Now climb me up to 2,500 on this heading. Okay. Always full power.
Oh, full power?
Yep, just add the power in. But remember that once it buck up, and you're getting that turning tendency,
alright.
you gotta kind of compensate for that. Add that right rudder for that turning tendency, but push down. There you go.
That was weird.
Alright, there you go. Altitude. Nose down, start reducing that power back. Airspeed. Now I want you to give me a power off stall, so slowly reduce that power back, but pitch down to stabilize at 65.
You mean the 55?
65.
Oh, yeah.
Because we're coming in for a landing, so push the nose down. Coming in for that landing. Power out, pull back. Hold that heading there. Hold it, right there, right there. Right rudder, right rudder. There it is. Where's the stall? There's the buffet. Nose down, carb heat off. Full power. 20 degrees on flaps. Hold your heading there though.
Yeah, when we were in that mid stall, you told me to do right rudder. I was trying to push left to get the indicator back.
Give me a right-hand turn. 20. Immediately now go to 10. Because we're above 60. Push that nose down. Alright, they're now above 60 and a positive to climb. Back up to 0. Perfect. And then climb us back out. And then we'll head back over. There's someone out here. Oh, there he is. He's in front of you.
Oh, there he is. Would this be suitable for an emergency landing?
If we had an emergency landing, I would land on the toll road.
Toll road?
Yeah.
Oh, right there?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could land in the field.
Yeah. I was just saying safety around that there.
Climb it back up, and then we'll get it to the... Hold this heading, and we'll slightly give it to the right. Right there.
So, you want me to climb to 2500?
Please.
Alright.
And then give me a right-hand turn. Now that the traffic isn't going to be a problem, we'll head towards the south of the lake.
Why reduce that speed?
Okay. Just stabilize that aircraft back. Ready for the next one?
Sure.
Power on stall.
So no carpet for that, right? It's just flaps, right?
No. Everything, it's a clean configuration.
So you just reduce the throttle
So
back,
just reduce the power back, hold altitude until you get to 60, and then we're gonna,
start flaring.
once we get to 6, full power, pitch up, and that's it. So we'll bug this right there. Reducing the power back, looking good. Hold your altitude. There it is. Now full power. Hold your heading there. Pull back, pull back. Hold it right there. Just slowly let it like come off. Now it's starting to stabilize. Keep pulling back. Keep that right rudder. Stabilizing again. Pull it back. There it is. Now you can just nose down. And then back to cruise flight.
Okay, that was pretty simple.
As a way?
Pretty simple.
Yeah. Questions on anything else?
Oh, so far so good.
Okay. There is a good straight line that we can use.
Right here. This road right straight down there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just start going over there.
Yeah, we'll try heading that way.
You want me to line up with the street, or do you want me to?
We're gonna do turn. We're gonna do S turns around it.
Okay. So
Ground base.
so that means like just stay on one side of it.
Yeah, stay on one side at the moment.
Okay.
And if you were to lose your power right now, like you just lost your power,
Yep.
give me the rundown.
So first of all, I would push the rudder either side to get the smoke out of the area.
Just say you have engine failure.
Oh, so just no smoke?
No smoke.
Okay.
What's your first? Think of the alphabet. First A.
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 Announce an emergency.
Airspeed.
Airspeed.
So pitch for your best glide.
Okay.
B. Figure out a best place to land this baby.
Toll freeway. And that's...
There's no toll over on this side. There's one over there, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or just that flat area over there.
Okay, start heading towards the flat area. But, hey, you gotta go back to A. Your airspeed's too fast. Slow it down, you're never
Too
gonna
fast?
make it.
Oh, okay.
B, best place to land, we have that there, out there. Slow it down, 65.
Slow it down.
Yep. C, checklist. Start running through your checklist.
Emergency landing, no engine power, landing area. Selected that, inspected it.
Okay.
Then airspeed 6570. So yeah, we're 70 right now. And then radio electrical switches are off. Mixture cut off. Fuel selector valve will be off as well. Ignition will be off. And then flaps as required. Master switch off. Doors, latch, and brake. Apply brakes heavily.
Okay. I'll give you your power back.
Yay! I locked it.
Alright, let me back up.
Alright.
When you do it for your check ride, hand to everything as you're checking it.
Okay.
You know, you're not going to mess with the ignition at all, as far as like doing your ignition check and, you know, all this stuff. Actually, what will be out here?
Okay. So is this military base we're talking about?
Yeah, it's right over here.
Okay.
And Wild Rivers is right there, and the amphitheater.
Alright, we're back here. Let me reduce that power. And then that street I was talking about, I think it's... Where'd that go? Let's follow this one right here.
We'll use these railroad tracks.
Sure.
Did I show you ground-based reference maneuvers last time?
Ground-based maneuvers?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Like S-turns, turn around a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, not last time, but the time before
The
that.
time prior? Okay. So I'll show you, like, reiterate.
Okay.
Below 122.85. Can you put 122.85 in?
Yep. 0.85. Got it. Alright, switch it over. So is this S-turns right now, or are you just turning back to the train track?
Turn it back to the tracks.
Alright.
That's where we're parked. Sorry, SSN 90964 Lima. Over the amphitheater, S-turns around the railroad tracks. El Toro. Alright, so it's kind of a cruise flight. I want to be at 1,500. Here's my straight line right here.
Yep.
And I'm just a normal
Trim.
like cruise flight. 2,009 RPM, holding it here, and I'm keeping a reference of where my tracks are. So I'm ever going to so slightly go out. And then with the wind, it's going to be, the first turn is going to be the steepest turn because you're going downwind on your maneuver.
Okay.
But the thing is, I want to get my altitude back, and then stabilize my airspeed back to where it was when I had crossed. But there's a kind of caveat to it. You don't want to be too far out to where you stabilize it way too soon. And you don't want to be too close to where you don't level those wings prior. So just kind of stabilizing it. I see my turn from there. I'll start my left-hand turn. And imagine, like, with that wind, this is going to be a very shallow kind of like turn.
Yep.
Because if it's too much of a bank, we're going to be blowing over our object.
Yeah.
So my altitude's looking great. Airspeed's looking really good on this. Stabilizing, using my rudders, and I'm back at my airspeed and my same altitude that I had started these maneuvers with. You want to take it?
Sure.
Alright, you got controls.
I got controls.
You got controls.
Accidentally push on that talk button.
That's alright, no one's on here.
Alright. So when should I know to make my turn?
When you feel like,
Okay. So it can be any
when
time.
you feel like it.
Alright. The first turn's gonna be the steepest.
And you're already up 150 feet.
Oh, we're keeping altitude, right?
You need to keep that altitude.
Okay, I'm gonna maintain that 260.
Oh, but if you push down, then your airspeed's going to build up.
Oh no.
So now you're up.
Oh yeah, it's actually.
You're up like
I thought.
15 knots indicated airspeed. Now you're below about 75 feet from where we were. So stabilize it.
So the plan is to maintain both of these.
Correct.
All right, that's.
That's your wheelhouse.
All
There we
right,
go.
let's try this again.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna maintain 2400, or is that 1400?
25.
25. So. Try this again. So can we add power?
Yeah.
South of the Queen Mary, 3,500 AGH.
Alright, that altitude stayed, so that was good. But my power, or my airspeed was kind of a little bit all over the place.
Okay. So if you want to stabilize, we're getting ready to cross those tracks again.
Yep.
Okay.
So what's the key to keeping that airspeed?
Control your pitch a little bit.
Okay.
Remember, you don't want to add too much power. Just keep it where it is. Lock it in with that lock nut.
Okay.
Eyeballing your point.
I'm gonna hold it at 85.
Okay. Start your turn. And you have plus or minus 100 feet, plus or minus 10 on that airspeed.
Yeah. Go a little bit more. Oops. Alright, let's pull it back up. Sneaking at this one.
Okay. Pull back. Pull back. Use those rudders, kind of stabilize it as you cross. There you go. Just now nose it back down, cover. You're on the edge with your, I mean you busted it, but you're on the edge as far as your knots goes.
Yeah.
You're within the wheelhouse as far as your altimeter goes. Now give me a left-hand turn. There's a little bit of like, as you pull, depending on what the bank is, you have to pull back or add power to maintain that altitude, remember?
Yeah.
So we're descending, so pull back. Depending on how much of a turn you make, depends on how much back pressure you have to make on this yoke.
Okay.
You got to make up the, you got to make it up somewhere.
Alright. So, yeah, the pitch is what controls basically both of these.
Yeah.
A little bit of what the power
Because
is.
as you're turning, you're losing You're losing component of lift. Gravity is now taking over.
Orange County traffic.
So on these turns, you have to add power or back pressure.
To the southbound 55, 1000.
It's going to give a little centrifugal force is going to kind of be applied. You're going to feel it. Start your right-hand turn. So as you're turning, you have to apply that back pressure. It's just like steep turns. Like as we apply that back pressure to this, we're holding altitude. Airspeed's a little like off, but it's not bad. Let's just reconfigure, use those rudders here. Stabilize it. Altitude looks good, airspeed's coming back in. That's where it's at. Your RPM is a little low, give it back to 2000. There, now you're getting like 85 on your 85-90. Wings level, cool. So then just kind of watch it, watch your railroad tracks there. And then the key on this is watching your point, watching your gauges, watching for traffic. Now give me a left-hand turn. Make this one nice and shallow, like pretend there's wind. Pull back. Okay, good. Keep that turn going. Look at that. Alright. There we go. So much better.
Yeah.
Are you ready to move on, moving on?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me... Let's head... I got controls for a second.
You got controls.
I got controls. We'll do a turnaround of point.
Okay.
Which now we're going to pick a point, and then we just have to maintain altitude. Keep that point there. I see the traffic out there. There is these ball fields right below us. I'm going to make that the point.
Okay.
Actually, see that soccer field off your left?
Yeah.
Or how about this water tower?
Okay.
So, keep a lookout for this traffic. El Toro traffic, so send 964 Lima, just south of Lake Mission Viejo, turn around a point, 1,600. El Toro, practice area. Alright, so keeping it there, 1,600 is my altitude. And all I'm doing is, again, keeping it right off of my wing. If it gets too far back, like it is right there, all I gotta do is push down.
Okay.
If it gets too far forward, I have to pull back. So it's just, and what the object of this is looking at your gauges, looking for the traffic, keeping that point right off of your spot. And yet, if the wind is coming this direction, which it looks like it kind of is with the way the fog is starting to roll back in, this is the upwind leg. So it's going to be really slow. We might be stable a little bit where we're straight and level. This is going to be the shallow section, and it's just also using those rudders and dancing on them as we're turning around this point.
Okay.
If that wind is now kind of like in this point, pushing us, if I turn too much, then it's going to turn us and push us directly over our point.
Yes.
It's maintaining a nice distance from it and making your circle.
Okay.
You got controls.
I got controls.
You got controls. And then get me back up to 1,600.
Okay.
Add that power back in. And if you need to reset a little bit, get yourself away from the object. We can get away from the object ever so slightly. Just level it out, and then get that trim back in. Yeah,
Okay.
now get the trim back in.
So if it's too far back, you pull up a little bit at the back pressure.
Correct.
You want me to get closer to it?
No, this is a great distance. Because if you're too close to it also, you might, it's kind of that, when we were doing the